Yo, what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your boy G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, coming at you live, direct, and correct. I am having technical difficulties, and I'm hoping that the rest of the panel is not pulling a prank on me tonight. So, hey, watch out. And then there was one. Now, as I was told tonight, there was supposed to be five of us on tonight. Be too real. What are you doing, brother? Are y'all pulling a prank on me tonight? I sent out the links, and there's nobody but me here. But it's all good. I'm going to do this because it's what I do. But I was hoping that everybody was going to come on tonight due to the fact tomorrow night, 21 Armando 21 is going to be on the road along with Dallas Cowboy Chris heading to the draft up in Kansas. But Chris had asked to do a live tonight, so I was expecting. Number one, my phone is jacked up. So if anybody's coming on, you got to come on through the comments here. I have the link up there. So something's going on with my phone. I can't dial out. I can't receive calls. I don't know. So I don't know, man. But hey, we're gonna do this thing. So if you guys come in, 21 Mondo, Rue, and all the rest of the guys come in, great. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and do this thing until you guys get here. So again, big shout out to everybody that's part of this channel. Want to give a big shout out to all our social media groups out there that have been supporting our content, has been posting our content on their social media page. The Dallas Cowboys on deck, Cowboys fans 365, we them boys, Dallas Cowboys insider. So here we are. We want to say thank you to everybody that has had a part in doing and helping us reach where we're trying to go. We're trying to get that 1K, guys. So listen, if you haven't had the chance to hit the subscribe button, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and take this time to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video is posted. So I put a title, countdown to the draft, and we are moving closer to the draft. And like I said, what's up, Larry? Larry's in the house. Brandon's in the house. Dusty is in the house. Ivan's in the house. Felicia Colley is in the house. We got to give a big shout out to Felicia Colley. She's getting ready to become the bionic woman. She's going to have knee replacement and things like that. So we're going to make her stronger and we're going to make her faster. So our prayers are with Felicia Colley as she prepares for her for her surgery. So y'all keep her lifted up. Well, we got another one that just came in. Be too real. What is going on, bro?
What's good, man?
Where is everybody? Is this a prank? Is this April Fool's late in the month, or what's going on?
Man, I don't know. I thought we was on for tomorrow, to be honest with you.
Well, they wanted to do it tonight, man. So they wanted to do it tonight. So, cause like I said, Dallas Cowboy Chris and 21 Armando 21 is going to be on the road to Kansas. So he hit me up, man. We need to do it live tonight. So it's cool though. We're going to do this anyway because we are on the countdown to the draft. So what's good with your fam? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I was big chilling, and I got a notification on my phone. I said, "What's going on tonight? We got to get a meeting going on after the show."
Yeah, man. So I'm doing this because Chris was said he was, but it's good, man. We need to do talk. We need because we're getting close. Because not only that, come tonight, but we might not be here tomorrow night, but we will be doing the draft party live here on the Cowboy Huddle. So
Right.
that's something that we definitely need to address. But we will be on here live Thursday, starting at 7 p.m. But we're gonna go through the whole first round. So it's something to talk about, man. And I just did a deal not long ago, man. And everybody's talking about picking up a running back.
So I saw the linebacker out of Clemson, and I think I posted it.
A linebacker?
Yeah, linebacker out of Clemson, and I was like, at 26 though, it's all at 26. So I don't know if that's what we're looking toward. I don't know if that's what we're trying to get to, a linebacker to put our boy Micah at the edge rush permanently to fill that spot, or what?
Is that you? Rick? Yeah. Oh, that's you. I don't know. I mean, okay, let's talk about that. You said a linebacker, but why do we keep pushing Jabril Cox further back in the rotation? Are we forgetting about Jabril Cox, man? I mean, we got Jabril Cox.
Yeah, we do got Jabril Cox, but
I mean, it's like the dude can't get any playing time. What's up with that?
did he play last season? Is the question.
No, he did not.
So, the question is he available to play?
Well,
Can he
well, you know
play?
what? He's playing special. He's playing a lot of special teams. He is
Yeah, we
playing
need a
special teams.
linebacker.
Yeah, Larry, we're gonna go live, man, on Thursday. So, man, you guys come in and chime in with us on Thursday. We're gonna watch the whole first round till see what we get. We're gonna follow everybody else as well. Uh, but like you saying, be too real. It's a question. I mean, what? I mean, it is a question. Do you get it? Oh my God, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so I forget his name, but linebacker out of Clemson, and everybody was saying, a lot of mock drafts were saying, oh yeah, that's who we're gonna get on 26th pick, and I don't know if I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I like that pick or not. Everybody every year wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver,
I
but
know it. I know it.
I'm really leaning more towards Dallas Cowboy Chris, lineman, offensive lineman,
Okay.
or quarterback at 26.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah,
Wait
we
a minute.
listen.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, man, quarterback at 26.
Man, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, man. Bro, the last time we had a first round draft pick quarterback was 1989. And that was the last time we won Super Bowl. And I understand we got that. We have
Mhm.
that. And since the time Aikman left, what have we been having as a quarterback? Scrubs.
Scrubs. Scrubs. I mean, some would count Tony Romo as not a scrub, but uh,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
he wasn't what these other quarterbacks are. If
Bro.
you look at the last, I don't know, 5 years besides Tom Brady going to the Super Bowl, first round draft quarterbacks are taking these teams to the bowl, to the ship. You got Joe Burrow
Yeah.
last season. Then the season before last, then you got Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes. These first round quarterbacks are taking these guys to the ship, and if we want that opportunity, I think we got to do the same thing.
I agree, man. I mean, it just, because we have restructured Dak's contract. Basically saying Dak put up or shut up. That's basically
Yeah,
what they're saying. They did not extend his contract. They restructured, basically saying that, we don't have to give you extra years because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, those last 2 years are ghost years, if I'm not mistaken. But it's something to think about. So Buzz asked who's at 26. There's several. I mean, there's a slew of quarterbacks out there. I mean, when you talk about, I mean, we know C.J. Stroud. Bryce Young, you know, Anthony Robinson. I know he could probably fall down, but I know people are trying to say, man, Gary, you and B too real talking out the side of your neck talking about a quarterback first pick. But the conversation needs to be had, man. Until we
Right.
do that, I mean, you know, somebody was saying, "Oh, we're gonna draft a quarterback in fifth, sixth." Why waste that pick? Why even go get a
Yeah.
quarterback?
I mean, look at the look at the history. You know what I'm saying? Like I said just a second ago, Joe Burrow, first round draft pick, Super Bowl, what, second, third year out? It was third year, right? In the
Who is
league.
this?
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, what did you tell me? What year this is?
What year was it when he went to the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah, what, two
It was
years
his,
ago? A year
it
and
was
a
third
half?
year.
Well,
It was his third year
yeah, it's third year.
out of college,
Yeah,
right? Then you got
again.
Jalen Hurts, his fourth year out of college. Then you got Patrick Mahomes. It was his second year out of college.
So
So these younger guys are really making a mark in the NFL in a big way at the quarterback position. You think about running
exactly.
backs that's doing the same thing, or wide receivers, you're not seeing that on the
Mhm.
scale that you see in these quarterbacks. And I think that if you have an experienced quarterback like a Tom Brady, then yeah, okay, or Aaron Rodgers. As much as I hate to say that, um, then that's your best bet, in my opinion, to go uh, veteran quarterback or rookie quarterback. Somewhere in the middle is Dak pick. He's a fourth round, fifth round pick. And his 6 year in, I mean, the farthest we made it was second round. And that's because we had a bye the first round.
Well, yeah, I mean,
You
and
know?
that's exact. A lot has to go along with all this stuff, man. I mean, but you know, like I say, what we expect from a fourth, fifth round quarterback, you know, to basically just right the ship. But the expectation is a reason that they're fourth and fifth round quarterback. But looking at some of the quarterbacks, there's a plethora of quarterbacks out there. Well, look at that. Oh, wow. Let's give it up. Somebody muted his camera, yet all that Longhorn stuff on. There he is.
Draft week, man. It's draft week.
Hold him up,
It's been a
man.
long time since I've had a few first round picks show up in this draft,
Hold
man.
him up. Well, y'all, I mean, really, were you guys throwing a prank on me tonight, or what's the deal, bro? What happened?
And you said, I'm not even gonna get into it. Chris asked, nobody said nothing. I was like, I guess we're just doing Thursday.
Well, you know, Pouty Baby would have had a fit if I wouldn't have put him on tonight.
Where's he at?
I have no idea, but you know what?
Hey, man,
You know,
I gotta say, man,
Watch this.
I've been listening, and I'm a little shocked at what I'm hearing right now.
Hey, we got the mic right
I'm
now,
a little
brother. We got
shocked.
the mic.
I'm a little shocked. You got a little what's that?
We got the microphone, which is me and B2.
Oh
B2 Real
snap.
say he bailed me out because I'm like, I'm on here by myself. I'm like, where is it? I say, okay, this is a prank. I say, well, you got to be kidding me. Chris, you asked for this and you just now showing up?
First of all,
I got
the last text
terrible.
message I got from you
Let me
was
get back in.
we wasn't doing it live. That's what you said.
I never said we wasn't doing it live. I said we can. Anyway, we're here.
Then you didn't shoot a text and say, "Big fella, where you at?" You know how I knew you was doing it live is when my phone alerted because I subscribed to the Dallas Cowboy huddle.
That's why I
was
did that.
like,
My phone is acting up. I don't know. I can't dial out. I can't get nothing in. I don't know. I even put the link in the comments because I don't know what's going on with my phone, man.
I was
I don't
wondering
know.
why you wasn't communicating in them chats.
Bro, I don't know what's going on with our phone. Maybe my wife didn't pay the bill. I don't know.
So that's why the big fella is late. I was like, well, damn, there's B2 Real.
Yeah. B2 Real. Hey, B2 Real bailed me out, man. It was like, shit, I guess I'll do this by myself. But anyway, so
I was big chilling and I saw the notification. I said, he must be doing something by himself.
No, no. that wasn't the plan because I was telling everybody because Dallas Cowboy Chris and Armando is going to be on the road tomorrow, so we wouldn't be able to do it tomorrow. So I was presenting this opportunity tonight to go ahead and do it tonight. So and then he comes on 30 minutes later. So boy, I tell you. But anyway, so it's all good. So we're just talking.
Rue said he was shocked about what he was hearing. I want to know what you were shocked.
I don't know
about.
what was he hearing?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that of all people, B2 Real is talking about, I'm assuming, Hendon Hooker at 26.
Somebody.
There's only one guy. There's only one guy that could fall that would be worth taking, and it would be Hendon Hooker. And the only reason he'd fall is because of that ACL. Otherwise, he's in the mix with Levis, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and whoever else they done stuck up there. But Hendon and Anthony Richardson. But Hendon would be over almost all of those guys.
You think so?
He not torn his ACL.
Yeah. Well, you know, Kurt Warner did a film study on Hooker, and he didn't really. He was saying the offense was pretty much set up. You know, it was more of a coach led offense, and it was kind of hard to evaluate what Hendon Hooker was basically all about due to the play calling. So I like Hendon Hooker, but I if it was me, I would take Anthony Robinson first.
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson, yeah.
He's not falling out of the top 10, I don't think.
Probably not.
These guys, there's a good chance you
What about
pick in the
what
first
about Will out
picks.
of Kentucky? Will Levis.
I don't know how I feel about Will. I'm not gonna put him in the same argument or same breath as like Sam Darnold, but like there's always one random guy that just shows up, right? There's always
Sam
one random
Darnold?
guy that just shows up in these top 5, like top quarterbacks taken, and it's just like I don't know how I feel about Kentucky. Now I will say this: I don't want to compare the two because I think he'll be better than Sam. I think he'll be better than Zach Wilson. I hated Zach Wilson the day they drafted him. I said the Jets are morons for drafting Zach Wilson from BYU. He couldn't do nothing at BYU.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna do something.
And the competition too. Yeah.
At BYU, he laid an egg. Every big game that Zach Wilson played at BYU, he laid a damn egg. And now you see they went out and got Aaron Rodgers. But staying on Levis didn't have a lot around him. You're playing in the SEC. Kid won some games.
Right.
So I'll give him the credit. I don't know if he's I still can't understand how people are seriously talking about taking him over Bryce or CJ. Like, I don't know how I don't know how that happened because CJ's been arguably the best player since he's been playing.
Oh my gosh.
And Bryce, they knock him for his size, but Bryce is a bad man. I watched what he did in person, up close and personal in a game that he had a lot of, we should have won that damn game. If Quinn doesn't go down in that game, there's probably a good chance we do win that game. And they only beat us by a point. But I'm telling you right now, that Alabama team does not beat Texas week 2 without Bryce Young. Not without Bryce Young. Bryce Young was the whole reason they damn won that game. He literally put that team on his back and said, "No, I'm not losing to Texas."
That was a good game.
Today, not in Austin.
Big fella, what you got, brother?
Well, it's so easy to win down there in Memorial Stadium down there in Austin. So I wouldn't count that game as a good game for Bryce.
You didn't watch that game. You didn't watch that game. That's all that tells me. You didn't watch
the game.
He didn't watch it.
With you, Rue. You know I'm just joking with you, man.
That was a good game.
Look, man. Number one, Texas should have won that game. I know. I was actually cheering for them Horns that day because I can't stand Alabama. But anyway, back to Bryce, man. Bryce is an excellent quarterback. I don't know, why the back and forth about the man height and everything. My whole thing is, man, the performance on the field speaks volume. Okay,
And
he's
the
playing.
conference.
He's playing at the top 3 school in the country. He been in the championship game twice. Okay, bro, the man just got it. He got it.
Yeah, he does.
He got the it factor. So I really he going number one. There shouldn't even be no debate about it.
Yeah, he's going to Carolina or Houston for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if Houston's taking a quarterback, man.
They got 2 first-round draft picks.
I don't think
They
Houston's
taking a
taking a
quarterback.
quarterback.
One of those picks gonna be a quarterback.
It gotta be a quarterback.
why
And
do you say that, Rue?
I've heard some craziness now. If they can trade back and still stay within that 5 to 7 range or within 10 and somehow land CJ Stroud and then grab Smith and Jigba on the way back, that'd be crazy. They'd be trying to do what Cincinnati did with Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Chase, yeah.
Put them guys back together, and that would be pretty crazy.
Well, anything's possible, man. And like I say, we can sit here and say what we think's going to happen, but shoot, somebody gonna throw a monkey wrench in the whole lineup. I guarantee you.
It happens every year.
Every year, Gary, somebody gonna throw a monkey wrench in, and when you think you got everything predicted, and then all of a sudden you realize, damn, where that come from?
Yeah, yeah. And especially this year with the talent they got coming out with these running backs, these quarterbacks. Man, it's gonna be something to see. It's definitely going to be something to see. But they're showing Bryce at 6 feet, 194 pounds. But see, that's why I say I can't take anything from Bryce versus Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson played over there at BYU. Bryce played in SEC. SEC is probably one of the close outside of the Big Ten to where basically there's where some top notch competition is. So you can say that. But I remember. Damn, how you do that, bro? Did he disappear? What just happened? He was there. Boy, I tell you.
He may have a screen save, a picture save, so whenever when you turn the camera off, it may go to his green screen.
God, dog, he blew my mind on that one though, man. But
caught you off guard.
Yeah, there he is. Damn. But yeah, man. So I can truly say like Big Ten and
on you. You wonder what the hell,
bro? You disappeared all of a sudden, man. You disappeared. But like I said, we're talking about Bryce Young. But I'm gonna tell you something. What I saw when I saw the pro day, man. Out of Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and who else was that? Will Levis, I believe. It was somebody else. I can't remember.
It's basically. Those are the 5 guys, right? You got Will, Bryce, CJ, Anthony Richardson, and Hendon Hooker.
Damn, man, they put Tanner
quarterback class.
Being a Texas man, I'm kind of shocked. You ain't really on that Herndon.
Herndon.
Who?
Herndon.
Who you say beat you real? He done froze up.
I think he froze.
But yeah, so I saw CJ Stroud, man. CJ Stroud was so fluid. He was so effortless. He was so smooth, as if it was like nothing. And I watched Bryce Young. One thing I can't say about Bryce Young and his pro day, he directed the practice as far as running the routes. He got with the receivers. So I like that he took command. But CJ Stroud, man, I mean, it's just the dude was so fluid. But and then you had Will Levis. Is that his name? Will? What is his name?
Yeah, Will Levis.
Yeah. So this guy here, man, he's athletic. This guy here is athletic. That dude, he's in the weight room. That's a big boy. This dude here big and he's strong. And he's going to be used as a weapon. I guarantee he's going to be one that'll be able to use his leg. But everything is like, fast and hard. Boom, boom. Everything his release is fast. But
he kind of remind me of a young Josh Allen. Because when Josh was coming out, everybody kept saying how big his arm was, but he ain't accurate. He ain't this. He ain't that. Now, Rue, you remember that when he was coming out. everybody dog Josh Allen out. All he can do is throw hard.
Kid
Okay.
from Wyoming.
But kid from Wyoming, he don't do much. But dude, when you got heart and you're a good quarterback, man, it proves it don't matter where you play, and who you play for. If you got it, you got it. Now, I'm not saying Will Levis is gonna be, that type of player, but man, he just remind me of his strength.
Yeah, he's
As
strong.
yeah. So, but out of the three, man, with me, playing against, well, I'm sorry, Michigan playing against CJ Stroud, which he's 0-2 against Michigan. Anyway, the boy, I can't get past that Utah game in the Rose Bowl when he damn near threw for 600 yards and he didn't have none of his starting receivers. Okay. So when you ain't got not one of your starting receivers on the field against a top 5 team, and you
Yeah.
torch him like that, come on, man. That boy, I mean, even when they played against Michigan, man, he had some great throws. I mean, he didn't lose the game, put it like that.
Yeah.
The kid is a good quarterback, man. And then a lot of people from Ohio State was dogging this kid out because he didn't beat Michigan. I said, hey, man, it just is what
It
it is.
happened. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's the thing, when we talk about these quarterbacks, man, that, you know, we can say where we think they, where they rank. But another thing that plays a main factor in this is they have to be placed in the right system.
Yeah.
Exactly. Say,
I mean, some of these,
did Peyton Manning ever beat Alabama?
no.
No.
Peyton Manning never won anything.
Thank you.
Peyton Manning never won a damn thing at the
Yeah.
University of Tennessee.
And did Elway ever beat USC? No.
Never.
So,
And so what I'm saying is when they come out of this college level, you got these teams like Houston Texas. Oh, we want to go CJ Stroud. But does CJ Stroud fit your scheme? And sometimes this can make we seen it. We thought Zach Wilson was gonna be something. Maybe he just didn't fit the scheme.
honestly,
We
man,
talk about Baker Mayfield. Maybe he didn't.
whoever ends up in Carolina, I feel bad because they're gonna end up in this poverty franchise
Yeah.
that gave up all these assets
Yeah.
and their number one receiver. Like everybody's all happy for Justin Fields this year, and it's like, bro, it's because he just got DJ Moore. You just traded up to take the number one pick so you can go get your quarterback of the future, but you filled a spot that is one of the hardest spots on a team to fill in finding a number one receiver, and you gave him away. So now you got this guy coming in here, no CMC, no DJ Moore. Who's his receiver? Not only that, like I'm not going to dog his running backs because his running backs, I think there's potential there. Now I'm not saying that they're CMC, but
Yeah.
there's some potential there with the running backs. Never mind when they went to college, but let's just say they got some running backs back there that I'm very familiar with. And then, but outside of that, who's their tight end? Who's their receiver? Their defense was their O-lines, like this poor kid, whoever it ends up being, is just like you got your hands tied behind your back already.
Yeah.
Because the Carolina Panthers are a poverty franchise. Like it is bad. And it just doesn't make sense. Like I understand going up to get your guy, but you just gave away the only weapon your guy's gonna have.
That had to be something personal, man. That had to be something really personal. So did you guys hear about this oops by Jerry Jones about what he said about Zeke?
That we
No.
shouldn't have taken him.
I saw the press conference, right?
Yeah.
I don't, Jerry talking
Ugh.
Jerry riddles, okay? So he praised Zeke and dogged him all at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
which one is it? It was a mistake to get him, but he was a vital part of our franchise. What is it? I'm like, tell me, Jerry, but man, as Cowboy fans, we should be used to that by now. I mean,
And this is why where we are now today, Chris, is because of the decision he's made. Here's Jerry full quote: Zeke is a good football player. He's still an outstanding football player. I'll say the word outstanding. football player. He's too high for us where he was. That has a lot to do with this conversation about running back. Well, who fought that? So
Now,
who,
and you know
who
what?
fault is that?
It just shows you that he won't blame himself
He will
because
not.
drafting Zeke wasn't the problem.
No,
Paying him $90 million
was the
that was the
problem.
problem. Your GM skills showed in that aspect. Paying him $90 million was the problem. It was never drafting him. Now, we can go back, right? Because people do it all the time. We use that hearsay, right? Because everybody was like, you could have grabbed Jalen in the first round, which we could have. Jalen went the next pick later to the Jacksonville Jaguars right after we picked Zeke. We could have gone with Jalen and then grabbed Derrick Henry in the second round. That's all woulda, coulda, shoulda. Those first 4 seasons with Zeke, Derrick Henry couldn't sniff a candle to that man.
Nope.
Derrick
Could
Henry
not.
was not who Derrick Henry is today in those first 4 or 5 seasons with Zeke. Zeke
Fact.
was it. Zeke could pass block. He could catch out of the backfield. He can run. He could hit the home run. Derrick was not doing all that. Derrick just started catching passes 2 seasons ago. Mind you, they got drafted the same year.
Yeah.
And like this is a direct reflection on Jerry and his GM skills when it came to that part of it. You're gonna dog Zeke. You ought to be dogging yourself. What I thought was the other quote. That one was kind of telling for me.
Which one? Let's see. Hold him up. He had a few quotes out here.
But there's one specific. I was hoping you were gonna bring it up, cause boy,
bring it up.
So he
I
said,
know what he's talking about. You probably gonna bring up at the end of the press conference when he say it's not the drafting, it's the coaching. You know, he said it tongue in cheek. It was a joke because. But
Steven was real quick. He gotta play with everybody now. He gotta get everybody now. He was real quick to PC that up real fast. Like immediately, he was just like, "Oh, he immediately grabbed McCarthy. You know, he got to get everybody now. You know, he got to get everybody now."
I honestly took it as a joke. Okay,
He's getting senile. He's getting senile.
No, I think that it's the truth. What do you mean? Think about just last season's draft and how many rookies that we had in key spots that came up clutch for this team. Darren Bland, Peyton Hendershot, Jake Ferguson, Tyler Smith. Like, even Sam Williams definitely had a bunch of moments. This team has drafted extremely well. Now, the coaching thing, I don't really think it was about McCarthy. I think that was a shot at Kellen Moore. Because, like,
could have been
here. McCarthy's sitting right there. Is he talking about McCarthy? Or is he talking about the guy who just left, who couldn't do anything with the talent that he had?
That's true. So, by you saying that, and that so I totally agree. Jerry Jones has a lot to do with this. So here we are, be too real. Oh my gosh. And I just talked about this the other day. So there's a plethora, I like using that word, plethora of running backs out there.
Plethora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we are. Hey, we might end up drafting a running back pretty early. Do you think that's possible? Because there's a second part to this, but I want to ask you: do you think we're going to be drafting a running back early in the rounds?
Yeah, I do. Depending on if they watch the show enough, you know, like I think they do, we may go offensive line, you know, because for whatever reason, for the last 3 or 4 years, everybody been talking about Dallas Cowboys O-line, and I'm like, it's not that great. But last season it was pretty good. Mm-hmm. And so I think we need one more spot, and that's that tackle spot on the left tackle. I think we need to fill that spot.
You mean guard?
Yeah, guard. I'm sorry. Guard. I think we need to fill that spot. And if we don't go that route, then I absolutely think we'll go running back, even though for whatever reason, everybody wants a wide receiver. I
Oh my
don't know why.
gosh. Oh. So, Rue, what do you think about that, Rue? I mean,
My dad just said resign Ezekiel. No, they
yeah,
didn't. They
I
didn't
mean,
resign
it's still
Ezekiel.
possible. So, Rue, what do you think? I mean, we're talking running backs. There's a bunch of running backs out there. So, are we taking a running back early, Rue?
All right, so here's the thing. I've tossed the running back thing back and forth. I'm on the running back, and the thing is, there's only one. There's one running back, and before we even go into it, the man, the myth, the legend himself has joined us.
Yeah, 21, Armando, 21.
Can you do something for me?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Oh man,
I'm
us
loving-
just
I'm
chopping
loving
it up.
Kind of hat, man.
Hey, I gotta have one of these in the. I gotta have
Beach
one of these
wear.
in the collection. Look at Chris. Look at Chris. Chris, Chris. Chris is like this motherfucker. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? Are we talking about removing the running backs from the draft board already?
No, Rue was in the middle. Rue was in the middle of telling us. He was in the middle
Rue.
of telling us what he gonna do.
So it all boils down to this, man. He has to fall, and when I say he, there's only one guy. It's Bijan. It's Bijan Robinson, and that's it. There's no other running back that I feel like that would even be like close to worth to be trading up for or doing anything like it. There's no other guy. It's Bijan, and then it's everybody else. Now, he's got to fall past 10. He has to. If he doesn't fall past 10, we've got no shot. Like, it's impossible. I don't see him going past 10. But if somehow he falls and we start getting to 12, 13, 14, because it's all about how much I got to leverage and what I got to give up to get there.
Okay.
If I got to give up the 26th pick and a second rounder and maybe like next year's second rounder, I'm not opposed to it. If you give up 2 2s, your first, to move up into those kind of teens area, I would love to have Bijan Robinson on this team. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that we would become so dangerous and so lethal to everybody in our division and everybody in the NFC that there's no doubt in my mind that it would give us the exact thing we need to get that push, to get past the divisional round. Because you would have a monster in the backfield with Bijan Robinson. And to pair him up with Tony, it would just be insanity. But the more and the more and the more I break it all the way down, man, linemen at our spot just makes the most sense. I did a video just the other day looking at all of our first-round picks for the last 13 seasons. You realize in the first round, we've had 4 guys taken. And what you're going to notice about these names, 3 of the 4 are over 10 years old. Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick, who's no longer with us. And, of course, you have Tyler Smith.
Yeah.
We need to rebuild this O-line.
Yeah.
We don't have a left guard. I know we picked up the guy. I know we got
From Atlanta.
What's it? Ochuma.
Yeah.
I know we got him, and I know we've gotten some depth on that in that side of it. But man, we did so much shuffling on this O-line last season that it's something that we just really can't ignore it, man. I know it's not the sexy pick. I know it's not the one that everybody's like.
But it makes sense. It makes sense.
It makes the most sense, especially in that spot. The only issue for me is it a reach at 26 when you could possibly get him in the second round and you could still end up with a nice skill position player, which leads me back to the tight end. Because
damn, don't start that.
If Kincaid's sitting there, the kid out of Utah, Michael Mayer.
Dude, you wouldn't stop.
I'm just saying, think about it. Why do we want Bijan? We want Bijan for the sex appeal. We want Bijan for the fact that he makes this offense dynamic. He changes the landscape of this offense.
So
there isn't a receiver outside of Smith and Jigba that's probably going to get a first-round grade at all this season. But tight end wise, it's loaded right now.
Loaded, yo.
And I know history will tell you tight ends in the first round aren't that great. History will tell you that. If you just look it up, history will tell you that. But I feel like that position is changing, man. And I don't think that rhetoric is still valid today.
So if we trade up from 26 to 9, 8, whatever, I think that would be the only way that we could get a Bijan Robinson. At 26, NFL.com is predicting we get, like I said earlier, the kid out of Clemson, the linebacker. And I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, given that, like I said earlier, we do need to fill that guard spot to a permanent fixture, over there, instead of, flip-flopping Tyler and whoever else we have over there at that particular week. So I'm not really sold on Bijan coming here. I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but I don't see it happening unless we trade up, and even at trading up, I would I don't know. I think I would like to go offensive guard.
So does it mean it's my turn? Hey, I was sitting waiting patiently. I was letting Rube do his Rube thing. I was letting the cool B2 real do his thing. I'm just sitting there patient. I was just like, I know they coming to the big fella. Let's be patient, big fella. Here they come, and then they fell right into my lap like a big bucket of chicken. Not sure, I like chicken. Anyway,
we love chicken.
I love chicken. Look, man, I'm sure I've made cuts of on the Can Fan when I was on their show, and they were doing the draft special, and I was like, look, man, I'm telling you. I said it a month ago. Just the Cowboys' moves is telling me one damn thing. They telling me they going to get a dynamic player, and they going to get number 5 out of the University of Texas. Okay, the Cowboys. If that boy get past 10, I wouldn't move up past 10 because you gotta give too much. Okay, if he falls past 10 in that 12 and that 13 range. You got to get in front of Green Bay and you draft the boy there, okay? Because if you put Bijan Robinson in the backfield along with Tony Pollard and the 3 receivers we have with our really good tight ends now, okay, he is a difference maker, man. Dak is back to where he needs to be because that rookie year, his sophomore year, that's when Ezekiel Elliott was elite. So if we get somebody elite in the backfield with him again, you're going to see the same thing that happened for Dak. That's all the big fella been saying because everybody doubts him out. We've talked about it 100 times. We ain't going to go past that no more. All I'm saying is the Cowboys have set themselves up to draft number 5 out of Texas. Hook 'em.
Ain't going to happen.
So
he gave him the hook 'em. He gave him the hook 'em.
He gave him the hook 'em.
I feel so much love and joy right now. Are you coming to the dark side over here? He got the hook 'em. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Yes, sir.
21 Amundo, this is what we're talking about, these running backs, and will the Cowboys draft a running back early in the rounds? And so we would like to hear what your take on that. What do you think, brother?
You know what? I like what Chris said. I think that if we're gonna get it,
Just because y'all riding together to the darn draft, you don't have to agree with this guy. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I got some. Wait a minute. Wait.
Nah, but
just messing with you.
We all saw what is Ezekiel Elliott's rookie season, what he brought to the table, and the way they're predicting Bijan to come out. Shout out Felicia. Let me take a drink out of my cup. Chris, don't watch.
Hate is real.
But
I wish I had a cup.
I wish I had a cup too, B.
but you know,
I
I'm
got
excited,
y'all
man.
cups, man.
I think that if we get a dynamic player, like Chris said, you know, we saw the results in 2016. You know, with the rookie running back. So you know, I'm all for it. You know, are we gonna pull the trigger on jumping these Eagles? Because from right now, these damn Eagles look like they're trying to beat us to the punch. You know, so you know, it's and like Ruth said, what are we really willing to give up? You know, man, it's tough. It's tough, man. But I don't know, man. Do you guys see them?
Who was our offensive coordinator? Zeke's
Zeke?
rookie year.
Scott Linehan.
Scott Linehan. Scott Linehan is a great offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Run the ball.
Yeah.
Zeke got a
Feed it
lot
till
of
he puke.
Zeke got a lot of his yards because Scott Linehan.
How would you guys be if we traded Michael Gallup?
For what?
For
I'm
what?
saying to trade up.
I wouldn't mind it.
I mean,
see, that's where. See, here we are, guys, and that's what my problem was. Damn, we sitting here talking about running backs, and we just done gave up.
Green Bay needs receivers.
Yeah, but here we are though. We're talking about running backs, and
Hey,
we just signed Tony Pollard to a franchise tag. I mean, why are we even? That's what I keep saying. I said, I guarantee you, Tony Pollard's feeling very disrespected. You know, because he done had 2 breakout seasons, and here we are. Man, we're gonna get a.
He got a leg though. He got an injury.
Well, why in the hell did we sign him?
Because he's still Tony Pollard.
We tagged him. There's a big difference between getting a tag and getting a contract. There's a big difference.
Well, and it is, because basically my plan was, let's trade Tony Pollard to Tampa. I said take the 10 for 3, give up the 10 millions for Tony Pollard, send him over there with Skip Pete, and let's bring Mike Evans.
What this guy got to say?
What you got, Chris?
What do you say?
Gary.
Yeah.
First of all, Gary, yes, we still do have Tony Pollard. We don't know when Tony Pollard's going to be ready for the season. Number one. Number two, how many carries have Tony Pollard ever had in the season? I mean, has he ever had over 22 carries in a game? Okay. So
why
you got to really
sign
think
him?
about this, okay? Because Tony Pollard is not a workhorse running back.
Yes, we know, and I agree.
Hold on, let me finish. He's not a workhorse running back, but my whole thing is I want to keep that dramatic part of Tony. When he do touch the ball, the excitement, the explosiveness, I think the more you give him the ball, that's when you lose it from Tony. Bijan would help Tony even more.
Yep.
Because we all said we want to move Tony around. We want to have him at running back. We want to have him in the slot. We want to have him hell throwing the damn ball if he need to. Shit, I don't give a damn. But we want Tony to do more. Y'all said y'all want him to be like the boy in San Francisco. So he can't do that just by playing running back.
Yep.
Well, again, I don't even expect him to do that. I expect him to be the running back. But if we're gonna sign him to a franchise tag, all I'm saying, he needs to be our primary back. And if
I'll say this,
you gotta get out of that.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, if not, just release him and just draft your running back. You could have, you did.
Why would you
He's the race car.
Well, I said trade. I said trade first. I did say trade. You didn't have to sign him to that franchise tag.
Yeah.
So what if we found ourselves in a position and then moved up from 26 to 5 to bring Bijan? You just say $10 million that you gave to a guy. Now, you know what I'm saying? To where here we are. We got two running backs. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if that was the case, I would have sent him to Tampa Bay for the 10, and I would have brought Mike Evans. That's what I would have done.
Didn't the Cowboys draft? Didn't the Cowboys draft Tony Pollard after they already had Ezekiel Elliott? Did they not?
Yeah, he didn't play till the last 2 years, though.
No. They did draft a running back, and they had Ezekiel Elliott, elite running back. What's the difference? What's the difference?
What you mean? What is it different? Because
What's the difference in
what
having
I'm saying,
two running
what I'm
backs,
saying,
two
this is
elite
what I'm
running
saying, Chris. This is what I'm saying, and you have your opinion on how you feel about it. But this is what I'm saying.
Okay,
I just told you how I feel.
I'm listening.
Why? Okay, and I understand. Okay, you're saying, well, because he's this guy, but he's not that great of a guy to where you can sign him to a long-term contract. But you're gonna give him a franchise. Say, oh, he's great, but we're gonna give him a franchise. But if he's great, give him a contract. But you only signed to a franchise 1 year. So if you're gonna do that, what I'm saying is send the 10 for 13. Send him there to skip Pete, which probably would have happened, and bring Mike Evans. Now you got a big wide receiver over there, and you draft you a running back. That's just my philosophy. But you're saying that he's a great running back. You just said yourself, we don't know when he's gonna come back. But what the hell we put him to a franchise tag for? If we don't know when he's gonna come back.
And I think that's why they franchise tag, because I think they want to see what's gonna happen.
Well, we'll see. That's all we got is we'll see.
I said this a few weeks ago, and I'm gonna say it again. This is probably Tony's last season as a Dallas Cowboy.
Woo,
if we're being honest with us, they're not gonna sign him. He's got one more year to go out and do what he does, and then he's gonna go get the bag from somebody else. They've learned from their past mistakes. What Chris is talking about is you're basically replacing what Ezekiel Elliott used to be. Because as much as I love Tony Pollard, and as much as I think Tony Pollard is that Ferrari that can burn off on you at any point, he's not a franchise running back. He's not a guy that
He's not. He's not. He's not
showed
a
us
Z.
that last year. He couldn't play throughout the entire season last year. He got the bulk of it. I feel like it was closer to 50-50, but in terms of carries, but when he got his opportunities, he took off, but it showed he couldn't sustain for a whole season. Now, why did they give him the tag? Because I'm not just going to let my Ferrari walk out the door for free. I'm not just going to let him go.
Well, what good does a Ferrari does if he's sitting in the garage? And it got a broken A-frame and you can't drive it. So
and he's gonna be back by all accounts and by all reports. He's gonna be back for week 1. Like why are we acting like he tore his ACL? He broke his ankle.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not the same thing.
It's not.
Broke his ankle.
But
like it's
again,
all right.
we keep.
But
what we're saying is we don't know what he's gonna be like. We don't know when he's coming back.
As much as you want to minimize,
what?
the injury,
you want to do what?
Minimalize.
No, you're not going to use that one. You're not going to mess up.
I can spell it. You want me to spell it?
Don't spell it.
Don't do it. Okay, we got your drill.
You know what? Next guy. I don't even want to bring my point no more. Next guy.
So I got D Rubio on TikTok saying, "What we need to focus on the needs of the team is cornerback, inside linebacker,
damn,
offensive line,
quarterback, inside linebacker, and offensive line.
Yeah.
Quarterback, damn,
cornerback.
You need to block him immediately.
But we need a cornerback. Q,
not
a Q,
but." I feel like we did just slide past that because you got B2 Real came out here real hot and real early talking about Hendon Hooker.
He did.
And I just want to preface this. You did mean Hendon Hooker, or did you have somebody else in mind at 26?
Well, you know, they saying that Levens is going at 3 and Bryce is going at 1. Minimalize. See? Thank you, Felicia.
Great word.
Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna get her a cup. You know.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Felicia.
That's not what you said, but okay.
It is what I said.
You put 2 or 3 L's in there or something. I don't know what you did.
Anyway, see, you jacked up 2 of my points. You done jacked up 2 of my points tonight, and I'm gonna get you back. I done lost my train of thought. But
he does it a lot. He do it on purpose.
He drew me outside, big fella.
It's called spell check.
Yeah. Hey, he drew me off sides.
Hey, G. hey, you know, he do it to me a lot when I'm in the middle of my rant, and he'll stop me in the middle of it, you know, so you throw y'all. He just did it to you. I feel good now. I said, I ain't the only one he abused.
I think it's because
I like
that
BC a
little
little
man
bit better,
joke I
though.
did on him in the chat. He didn't like it.
That's what it was.
That's
He
why
trying
we
to
ain't
get
got
me
our
back
cups
in.
right now.
He trying to
That's
get
why,
me in public, and I got him in private. That's all right.
that's why we ain't got our cups right now.
Hey, stop. I come in peace, guys. But anyway, so that's what they said. A quarterback,
No, corner,
Qu-
CB.
a
CB,
cornerback.
oh, okay, all right. I apologize. Don't block it. Unblock it.
Yeah,
Unblock
yeah, I blocked him already. He said
it.
he said a corner CB, inside linebacker, defensive tackle, offensive line.
Ooh. Now,
And you
I
know,
would say offensive line would have to be first, man.
Yeah,
I feel like that's going to come later. You're going to see in the third and the fourth, you're going to see that D tackle. You're going to see that inside linebacker spot get taken up. That's where you're going to see that, I feel like. In these
I
first
really
two
want
rounds,
Michael in the
like
inside.
offense.
I really want Michael playing more inside linebacker
Honestly,
this season.
huh?
Well, with Sam Williams, you know, it's
Yeah.
possible you might see that.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, man, I'm still on that kick where it's like, dude, let's put Micah and make him the land shark in the middle. Let's put Micah in the middle. Let's move Sam to the edge. We already have Dante Fowler on the other edge. We still have D-Law. You know, bro, stick Micah in the middle, make him land shark this thing. Let's find the next Ray Lewis, and let's do that.
Thank you, Rue.
Micah can cover. Micah can tackle. Micah can chase it down. Micah can literally do it all. And we need to stop the run. Our secondary is probably the best secondary in the league right now. I don't know if there's a better secondary than our secondary right now with the combination of Diggs, Gilmore, Hooker, Donovan Wilson, Darren Bland, Jaron Curse,
Yeah.
Malik. Like, you have the best secondary in probably all of football. We need to stop the run, because if we stop the run, nobody's going to be able to do anything.
Well, we got
And
Hankins
Mike
back,
in the
and we
middle,
got
I feel like
Osa.
that's the first step to stopping the run.
we are on the Cowboys huddle on
But-
YouTube.
I mean, we still have. I mean, we got Big Hankins coming back. Like, again, man, I'm not even really
Hankins
hurt.
is
I'm not.
105 years old, signed to a 1-year minimum vet deal.
How old
It's
is he? How old is he, Rue?
About 105. I looked it up on
Damn.
Wikipedia.
Damn, you looked that up in damn.
It could
He's
be
played
having
for like
everything.
60 teams. Like, come on. I'm not saying that he's not a good player. But, dude, he's on a vet minimum for a reason. And he couldn't even last the latter part of our season. We think we're gonna get 17 games out of this guy? We know we're not. Just like we know we're not gonna get 17 games out of Tyron Smith.
What about
We know
Gallimore?
We're not.
What about Gallimore?
Gallimore played last year. There's
Okay.
a chance
So
he'll
we
play all
still
year.
have Gallimore. We
And
still have
Gallimore's
Osa.
a smart vet, man. Gallimore knows. Gallimore's using his mind. Cornerback's a different position. This guy's not in the trenches. He's not taking those kind of hits like Hankins, like these guys that you're talking about. Hankins is getting hit every play. There's a good chance the ball won't even go to Gallimore's side.
Well, here's the thing about Hankins. Hankins that's his job to draw a double team. That's I mean, if you play D-line, that's your job as a nose tackle. Your job is to draw a double team to free up your linebacker. So that Hankins does his job on it. But I agree. You could go and draft you another nose tackle.
That's your third round. That's your third round guy. In the third round,
Yeah.
we're looking nose tackle. That's what we're looking at in the third round. Third round, fourth round, I'm talking nose tackle, I'm talking linebacker. And if for some reason that this miracle doesn't play out with Bijan in the first round, in the fifth, I'm looking at the other guy, Roschon. Give me Roschon Johnson in the fifth round, add him to this running back core. You're going to love what you see out of that man too.
You gonna draft the kicker?
Hell no.
Hey, we don't have one.
Hell no.
We don't have one.
Get your undrafted kicker.
I know they were talking with somebody. I forgot his name. Some kid out of I want to say
Michigan.
Is it Michigan? It is, yeah.
Anyway, I want to go back to what y'all was saying about Michael Parsons. I was trying to wait till y'all got y'all point out. I disagree, and let me tell you why I disagree with having him just in the middle. I want that boy to roam all over the field. I want him to play all 7 positions on the defensive front. I don't want him to just to be in the middle linebacker. I don't want him just to be an edge rusher. I want him everywhere, man, because that's the special part about Michael, man, because you can
It
fit
is.
him so many different places, man, where the defense can't scheme to block him. Okay, when you just got him just strictly in the middle linebacker, dude, you can scheme him. Okay, but when you got him on the left side, the right side, you even a couple times they had him at two technique, rushing from the inside. Hey, rushing from the middle linebacker, rushing from different places. I don't want him in one spot. He is too special to be in one spot.
True.
Now, I'm going to preface this because I don't disagree, but I'd like it to be like 65-35,
Yeah.
60-40.
60-40.
Because right now he lives on the edge. I want him
Yeah.
to live in the middle. Run this thing. Make this thing your bitch.
Yeah.
And you can still obviously stick him on the side, you know, have him rush from the edge, have him rush from the middle, have him drop into coverage. I want him to do it all, but I want it, the heart of it, to be the center, the focal point of the defense.
And let me tell you why I disagree with that again. Okay, middle linebackers is like the quarterback of the defense. Are you
Right.
gonna switch the quarterback 60-40? No, you're not gonna do that. So what I'm saying is, when Ray Lewis was 100% the middle linebacker, Zach Thomas was 100% the middle linebacker. The kid that we wanted from LA that went back to Seattle, Bobby Wagner, 100% middle linebacker. That's what I want at middle linebacker. I want somebody 100% there, but I want Micah Parsons to be everywhere. That's all I'm saying.
Appreciate
You know, and here's the deal, man. I'm not even really worried about the defense. I'm more concerned about this offense. I think our defenses has done enough, have shown enough to where they can maintain, you know, their part. Now, this on the other side of the ball, this offense, starting with this line, that's the main issue right there. We got to create some depth. It's somewhere from the center to both sides of the tackle. Do we have to have some depth to where our running backs can run behind someone? So that's my main concern right now. I'm still one kind of concerned how what this receiving core going to look like with Brandon Cook, CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Gallup. Again, I call this team this year second chance you. Everybody get a second chance, but this is it. You know, so that's how I feel about that.
I gotta say, man, I disagree with one thing.
What's that?
As far as this defense goes, and we've all been on the same page when it comes to this defense. This defense is great. This is a great defense. But they couldn't stop the run for nothing to save their life last season. They could not stop the run last season, and stopping the run became a problem in December and in January. It became a problem to stop the run. And I don't think it's something that can just be ignored, but I will say, when it comes to the focus of the draft, I get your point, because am I more concerned with my offense or my defense? Well, it's my offense. But do I have no concerns with my defense? No, because these linebackers that we have, well, they got to step it up. Jabril Cox, Devin Harper, LVE's back. And the fact that LVE is back just shows you that these linebackers that we have drafted have not panned out the way we hoped they should.
I need you to address him by his proper name. He's the head of the table, LVE.
The wolf. The wolf hunter. But when we talked at the beginning of this season, all of us were thinking that this was probably LVE's last year. We're going to see linebackers come into the fold and you know, take over. By the end of the year, we fell in love with LVE and said, hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind if he came back for another year, which he has, which is nice. But I still need these young guys to kind of come into the fold here. And if we're not going to draft them, because we've taken a lot of we have some young linebackers on this roster. And I've got another one that's just escaping my mind. Not Bland, but Clark, Damone Clark.
Damone Clark.
These guys got to come out and party, man. Like, these guys got to come out and do something this season, because that's probably on the defensive side, that's my biggest concern. Because secondary, we got it locked down. We've got a lockdown secondary right now. Secondary, I'm not concerned with. As long as we stay healthy, shouldn't have any problems in the secondary. You're going to have a hard time throwing the football on this football team. And that showed last season because throughout, I think, through the first 9 games or 8 games that we played, there wasn't a single quarterback that threw for over 200 yards. Like, not one. And that stretch went on for a while. So, I am concerned about the run. They need to develop. They need to get some depth. That's 3rd round, 4th round, like I was saying, nose tackle, linebacker. That's just something that has to be addressed.
I honestly feel that they're gonna address it this year. Because last season it was horrible. So I feel like that's got to be addressed. That's one of the main focal points as far as for the defense. But that's pretty much it. With the defense. Yeah, we got to address that run stop for sure.
So, Dallas Cowboys, Chris and 21 Mundo. So you guys are en route on starting tomorrow. What you guys got going on, and what's the plan, and what you want to tell the folks about?
We gonna be out in the draft. I'm gonna head out to D-Town tomorrow. Go meet up with the big fella. The big fella gonna scoop your boy up, but we gotta get that in and out. You already know. We gotta look at Chris. Shit, we might stop at Waffle House because we ain't got all that shit over here. You already know. I gotta get my Waffle House fix, and I gotta get my In and Out fix, man.
He gonna get his fix, Chris. You know that, right?
And we take some chicken.
Say, Armando agenda is all about food. Okay, when he get here, he say, big fella, we need to go to In and Out. We need to go to Lisa's Chicken.
Oh yeah, that Lisa's Chicken, bro. That Lisa's Chicken.
On the cool, Chris, you need to have some barbecue chicken ready for him when he gets there because we'll finish it.
Yeah, we'll finish
it.
But
so what we go? All right, this is the whole plan, the itinerary, guys. Armando get in about 8:30 tomorrow morning. We heading straight to the Waffle House. Then we headed up to the outlet to see what we can dig out of there. I need a new travel hat. Okay. My wife say, why you need a travel hat? I say, well, baby, these other 35 hats ain't good enough to travel to Kansas City. I need a damn travel hat. Okay. So we're gonna run, get us a travel hat. We may find a cup that the big fella's been looking for. I probably won't find it. Then we're gonna go to In and Out. Let Mondo get him a 3x3 animal style. So that'll be about 10:30. Okay. So then, we actually riding up to Kansas City with a 49er fan. Okay. Yeah. So my man Ken. He's from Dallas, man. He's been a Niner fan his whole life. So,
real quick, Chris. Mm-hmm. Why is he even going? They ain't got no picks.
He was upset. I didn't invite him to the draft last year. He saw how much fun we had, and he wanted just to go experience it.
He didn't have any picks last year.
Well, he Hey, but man, going to the draft, all it is just a big tailgate party anyway.
Yeah, no.
So he just wanted to go to the tailgate party. And we gonna head up, man. We probably gonna leave by 7 tomorrow because he get off at 5. We're gonna leave it by 7, man, and we're gonna head up there. It's an 8-9 hour drive. Meet up with St. Louis Joe, catch up with him, jump in the hotel, and then head straight down to the draft, man. And we're gonna have some interviews and talking to some folks. We got some bits going on, man. 21. I think everybody get a kick out of.
Yeah,
that's what's up. What's up? Y'all heard it.
We're gonna have a lot of clips, man. We're gonna be dropping videos. I'll be sending Gary clips so he can post on the huddle. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, man. It's me and Chris, we got together. Chris got some mics, so it's set. Last year we effed up. We should have done that last year, but we're just so drunk in Vegas that we forgot about all that. So,
but y'all be careful.
We got how to operate it.
Trying to be the new Vegas,
right?
Kansas trying to show everybody the middle of the United States got casinos and shit too.
For real.
Kansas,
we gonna do it up, man. We
gonna everybody they got something in Kansas.
Well, that's what's up, man. So everybody, you Cowboy Huddle fans out there, and all the subscribers, y'all know what's going on with 2 of our panelists. They're gonna be up there at the draft, watching the countdown and everything. But also, with that being said,
3 stars. 3 stars.
Yeah.
You're ahead of me.
Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Here we go. Yeah, here we go.
Marchment, baby.
Miss Felicia!
Hey! Don't do that, Mondo. Don't do that.
I gotta show it off, man. It's beautiful.
Okay, well, I just came on the show off some stuff too. I'm probably fixing to piss Gary off, but
Do it.
everybody's pissing him off today.
He always mad.
So this is my cup.
Oh, hers is, man, that's crazy. That one there is like banana. We can't
nice.
see it. We can't see it.
Okay, I'm
can't-
trying.
That's a Cowboy Huddle cup too. So all this stuff's we're
But
gonna
it's
have
for
merch.
girls. And then I have this shirt. Let me see if I can.
The Cowboys huddle, baby. Look at that beautiful
If I
picture.
can y'all see it? I'm
Yeah.
trying to see y'all. I'm having knee surgery tomorrow, so I'm trying to stand up so y'all can see it. Can y'all see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn on the big light.
So yeah, we.
Hurt.
Which,
Okay.
which-
Well, yeah, I'm trying to make it so y'all can.
oh snap!
Lola Bunny challenge.
Oh,
See
snap.
the shirt?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice. I like that.
It
I
says
like
the
that.
Cowboy Huddle, and
it's
then it
up
has
for-
my picture on it.
I see it. I like it.
What's up?
It would have been wonderful if me and Armando had that in Kansas City with our cups.
What
I know. I'm sorry, but
Blame
y'all
Gary. Don't blame yourself, Felicia.
I'm not blaming you.
Look at Mondo. Mondo just keep turning the damn cup up. Man, put that damn cup
All
down.
right, my bad.
How about the
I am
main
not
person
blaming
ain't
you,
even?
Felicia.
How about the
I'm
main
not
person ain't
blaming
even
you.
showing his cup?
Right?
What's that?
Like, what's up with that, G-Man?
Well, until they get their cups, I mean, I'm responsible, but I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna get it to them. Beat you real. Meet me tomorrow. What time y'all leaving tomorrow, Chris?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
Okay,
night.
yeah, I'll swing by there tomorrow and get you cup. But hey, everybody, what y'all see right now, this is something that we're gonna probably start putting up, and you'll be able to get yours as well. So y'all stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming up. So I got my administrator. She's working. She's
Yeah.
working. So we appreciate her. And again, we want to continue to keep her in prayers as she becomes the bionic woman tomorrow. We're going to make her stronger and we're going to make her faster.
No, actually, I'm going in with Rice Krispie knees because they snap, crackle, and pop. But I'm coming out with Megan Thee Stallion knees. So y'all better
Okay.
dropping it like it's hot.
Oh.
But no, I'm so excited. I wish I was going with you guys tomorrow because I mean I know it's going to be off the chain fun.
Yeah.
I need y'all to whisper something into Jerry Jones' ears because we definitely need some offensive players. Y'all keep saying running back. I'm not down for that right now. But go represent the Cowboys huddle.
For sure.
That's right.
We're gonna be out there repping.
Yeah.
And be real, I like the other hat better, the white hat that you had
You
on.
know, maybe Gary can bring me some Cowboy Huddle stickers so I can pass out too.
Oh,
I'll come by there tomorrow as soon as I get off of work. So I'll see where you guys are.
Yeah, we gotta. You already know I gotta put some of those up in Kansas City.
That's what's up. Let's do that. So I'll get with you guys. Hey, also guys, if you're not aware, we will be doing a live draft party here on the Cowboy Huddle channel. So you guys step in with us at 7:00, and we're gonna go through the whole first round, and we're gonna follow and see what happens with other teams as well as ours. So y'all chime in with us on Thursday. We're gonna go live. So yeah, it's going. So we're gonna have some things going on. We're gonna have some the Cowboy Hut up in Kansas. We're gonna have them on live stream. We're gonna be doing it all, so you won't be able to miss out on none of this stuff. So
I'm gonna have a hard time if my man leaves at 10. I might have to leave. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do if that man is in a uniform, bro. I'll lose my mind.
Yes.
Hey,
lose my
NFL.com,
mind if
NFL.com saying he gonna leave at 8 to the Falcons.
What's that?
NFL.com is predicting a mock draft that Bijan is leaving on 8.
it could happen. It could happen.
okay. So who said? Okay, y'all were saying 8. Be too real, but somebody said trading up to 5th pick or something. Who said that?
Oh, Dallas Cowboy Chris.
I didn't say that.
Somebody said it. One of y'all said it.
No, like in the teens.
I said
he
if
gets
he got
past 10,
past 10, I said if he got past 10, I would trade up to get him. That's what I said.
that's the first hurdle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a lot that's going on. It's a lot that has to happen too. So we'll see. But it's gonna be exciting, man, because I'm saying we got a lot of quarterbacks, we got a lot of running backs out there, we got a few linemen. It's gonna be something to see, but it's gonna be a shakeup. And we might find ourselves with BPA once again, best player available. It can always happen. It takes is one person to pick out a turn and do something stupid and throw the whole hand off. So we'll
So
see.
Chris, are you going to be okay if they do draft a quarterback?
Oh, I predicted in my own mock draft that they're gonna draft a quarterback this year.
No,
Oh,
I mean,
really?
the first.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I think you mean
Yeah,
in the first round or at all?
I got them drafting a quarterback a 5, 6, or 7th round. They're gonna get one. I got the kid out of Georgia going to the Cowboys. A lot of people got TCU's quarterback. I don't like Duggan. I don't think Duggan's arm is strong enough for the NFL. So I really do got the Cowboys drafting a quarterback this year. I do.
Oh, okay.
Now that's not me saying, hey, that quarterback coming in to take number 4 spot.
Oh no.
I think it's more or less the Cowboys need to start developing people, especially in key positions, as quarterback. We've been getting these veterans and everything, and like don't get me wrong, Cooper Rush did an excellent job for what he did last year, right? But what if Dak is out for the whole year? Okay, I want somebody who I'm confident that boy is going to go out and win the damn game and we can score over 20 points. When Cooper was in, the defense won those games. Cooper Rush didn't win those games.
Stop.
It's the truth.
Cooper Rush kept us there.
I was with you for a minute, Chris. Now you go.
Yeah.
Mute him.
Cooper Rush threw that last touchdown, bro.
It's my opinion, bro. It's my opinion.
Facts is that he threw that touchdown to win the game. What are you saying, man?
Kicker won those games.
Oh, stop it. Anyway, we got to go, guys. I hadn't eaten yet, so listen here.
Did a whole show about it.
So, listen, Felicia, we're going to definitely keep you in prayer as you're going to get your new knees, your Meg Thee Stallion knees, dropping like it's hot.
We definitely going to the club after she get her new knees.
So anyway, like we always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen.
Captain.
Dallas Cowboys.
Little Beaches Cowboys.
Yeah, let's go.